Hello everyone and welcome to the Boots on the Ground show, and I am so excited today to have this opportunity to meet with the superintendent of the Hammond school system. What we're going to be talking about today will be what is actually going on in Northwest Indiana in the city of Hammond, Indiana, and we currently had an event with the real estate community, and I was thrilled to hear what our superintendent of the school system, Mr. Scott Miller, has to say regarding what is currently going on today in real time in the year of 2021 and what is planned for the future here in Northwest Indiana, especially with what's going on with the rail system that is currently under construction here. I would like to introduce to you today Mr. Scott Miller, and he is the superintendent here in the school system. And thank you so much today for taking the time to meet with us and to explain currently what you have going on within your corporation.
Really happy to be here. I love talking about the school city of Hammond and all the amazing things happening in our schools.
Thank you so much, so much. I would love for everyone to hear the story of your situation and what had happened to you as you were growing up, and
Sure.
I would love that, and I'm sure our viewers would love to hear about this too.
So I was born in Gary, Indiana, and like many families, my parents did relocate in the late 70s to South Lake County, Indiana. And I spent most of my childhood years in the southern half of the county. But I felt a calling on my life as I became an adult and started in the school city of Hammond, and really wanted to devote my life to the urban community. And had a variety of educational experiences in the north half of the county. And when I became superintendent, I sold my house in Cherville, which is in South Lake County, and moved up to Hammond, live in a great old house, the first mayor of Hammond's house. And we love it here. We love being part of a diverse urban community and all the things that it offers. Hammond has an amazing park system. We have a great school system. And it's just great to be around the diversity of this community. I think that for a lot of people, the dream is to have a house in suburbia where you don't know your neighbors and you're just out there. Mm-hmm. I don't see life that way. I think life is much more rich when you know the people around you and you're engaged in a real community. And not everyone is just like you, that everybody is Sure. adding because they have their own culture and their identity, and that's just so great for kids too. Mm-hmm. So as a parent, I have a child in the school city of Hammond, and I love that for her. I love that she is getting exposure to all these different cultures and communities as part of Hammond.
That is outstanding, and I 100% believe in that too. I understand that you have implemented, and you and your staff are implementing several programs which are very diverse. I would love for you to tell our viewers about what is going on within some of the programs, such as the the Performing Arts Center and things like that. So have at it.
Sure. At the elementary level, we have a dual language immersion program where the majority of the instruction is actually in Spanish, and then it transitions to English. And this is both for families who have primarily speak Spanish in the household or English. And all the research shows that providing instruction in another language doesn't have to be Spanish. We chose Spanish because of our community. Actually results in higher achievement for kids because they're learning concepts in multiple languages. They're learning how to apply it not just in English, they're learning how to apply grammar rules both in English and in Spanish. And the end result is they have greater student achievement. And wouldn't all of us as parents want to have children that can speak more than one language?
Absolutely.
Isn't that really preparing a child for the 21st century, is having multiple language skills?
We have a lot of homeowners coming in from the other side of the border, which is really right down the street from here in Hammond.
Yes.
The
Westlake Corridor.
Westlake Corridor.
Yeah.
The Westlake Corridor of the train, the commuter train, actually is designating 2 locations here in Hammond, Indiana, for their stops. One of the stops actually is nearby where the new high school is being currently built, as well as the middle school is within, you can take a walking path to the middle school, is what we had talked about before. And maybe you can explain upon what the improvements to the area has happened, and due to the influx of the several communities that are they have, with the urban renewal coming in.
So I had the pleasure as part of One Region, which is a community development organization that looks at like what's best not just for a city in Hammond or a town or municipality, but what's best for all of Lake and Porter County. I was able to go out to Denver, Colorado a few years back and see what worked for them. And what they found was everywhere they put the rail, that property values increased, and then we had this revitalization that we all want for our urban communities. So I was super excited to hear that that was going to come to Hammond. And yes, we're going to have a downtown station with great new housing opportunities where it'll be within a mile of our brand new $110 million high school, a middle school, all the amenities you would want for a growing community, with access to downtown Chicago in less than 30 minutes,
Yes.
or access all the way to South Lake County in less than 30 minutes.
Right.
So really great both for employment opportunities. At the South Hammond Station, I understand that they'll be providing transportation to Purdue Northwest. Purdue Northwest is an amazing post-secondary opportunity located right here in
Well,
Hammond. Yes, they have dorms there for residents, or people can commute. And so you'll be able to live in downtown Chicago, come and get a world-class engineering, health
Exactly.
science, teaching, culinary arts experience at Purdue Northwest, right through this Westlake expansion.
And they can live within minutes, with the commute being right here.
Absolutely.
That will open up a whole nother corridor of, if students out there making a difference and paying it forward and getting out there and getting engaged. You touched base about the different programs too, with the workforce labor too, and I think that's phenomenal.
Yes.
I'd love to see that.
We have advisory committees made up of business and industry that not only give us input on what we should be teaching, but they in turn hire our students. So we have direct pathways into industry. You want to be a carpenter? We have a direct admit into the Carpenters Hall through our construction trades program.
That is phenomenal.
So just amazing opportunities for students. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our early college program, where you can earn an associate's degree while still in high school. So you graduate with an honors diploma from the state of Indiana, plus an associate's degree from Vincennes University. And all the credits are on the core transfer library, meaning you can take them to any state institution in Indiana, and they have to honor all the credits. So you'd have 2 years of college done for free when you graduate high school.
I've never heard this before, to be honest with you. I am so thrilled at what